Aw, so happy to be back with some late night Stardew. I found some nice chill music too. Hopefully, let me just go post a couple places in Discord. Oh boy. Attack from the windows. Windows notifications. Hey, it's Zed. How you doing? How you doing, Zed? I'm glad to see you in here. I'm going to be right back. I'm just gonna go take Starlight's computer and click over onto my stream so I get an extra viewy view. 1 second. Ah, good. You're just chilling. Well, good. It's a nice chill session. Everybody's gonna have a chill time. Oh yeah, you mentioned earlier you called in sick for work. Are you feeling better? Hope you're feeling better. Trying to get rid of the artifacting there. See, this is my solo playthrough file. Not like I'm an expert at Stardew or anything, like far from it. Oh no, that wasn't the one that I meant. Move kitty. Go. Beans. It is so nice. There are so many freaking plants. Really, so many. The thing is, I really think that the orchard that I've started already, unfortunately, I'm not feeling too hot about it. The orchard that I've already started. I mean, I'm feeling sick, just super drained and tired. Don't think. Oh, okay, okay. Well, yeah, take a night to rest up then. You gotta take care of yourself too, you know. I haven't tested the alignment for these. Let me. Let's see how the snuzzle is aligned. Okay, okay. Well, hey, the snuzzle is not aligned that bad, to be honest. It's pretty decent booby snuzzle. See there. Okay, where do I put these again? Here? Oh, no? Hmm. Ah, here. Gosh. I don't know how I make it through the day sometimes. Because to me, it appears like sometimes it feels like my brain just barely functions. But I did just have a nap. up a little bit of slack. I just had a nice screenshot on Mason's alerts. Is the snuzzle? Oh, booby snuzzle though. Oh, I should have sold those at Pierre's. I'm glad. I'm glad that everybody has seen the snuzzle. Oh, you know, earlier, Starlight was streaming. He raided into Mystical Fae. It played some random clip off of his channel. And he was so confused because apparently he played that game months ago and it was off of his VODs and nobody had ever clipped him while that game was being played. So I wonder if, even if somebody doesn't publish a clip, I wonder if just somebody pressing clip this generates a thing that Twitch keeps internally. But even if that was the case, I know that people can purge their clips. Like, you can view what clips people make of you, and you can delete them if you don't want them out there, like to protect from copyright and stuff. Somebody'd have to download it and re-upload it on YouTube if they wanted to really keep it up there. But in any case, you're supposed to be able to see the clips. And he has looked at his clips, and no such clip exists. So although it is a thing that happened on his channel, it's not something that was actually clipped. The weird thing about it is, like, it's Vampire the Masquerade is like what the clip was from. And Vampire the Masquerade, I mean, if you know about the game, then, well, I mean, even just from the title, you can infer, like, you know, there are vampires in this game. Some blood-sucking is probably going to happen. And it happened to cap one of the parts just before they allow someone to drink of their blood and make them their thrall. It was kind of a hinky clip. It was like them drinking the blood and being like, ah, like really enjoying it too much. It was just so... I thought it was funny. Starlight was confused and a little bit, like, you know, a little bit triggered. But I thought it was funny because, you know, just imagine, you go to somebody's stream, they don't really come into your stream that often, and the one clip that they see is you essentially feeding on somebody in a vampire game. This makes me hee-hee. Wow, yeah, you're confused? Oh, did you just go look to see if there's clips there? Yeah, because there's not. At least not of that. So I know I need to save 10k for the coop upgrade. Plenty of stuff in here. I'll put some. Man, I love Automate. So I can buy a few bits of seeds. Before... 80? Alright. So I can buy 80 seeds. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice to be. It's really nice to be able to just sit here and play Stardew and have my computer not be like crying and overheating. Oh my goodness. It is so nice to not have that stress. Buying seeds from Pierre? I mean, yeah, not like I have a choice. I want to do some potatoes. Flour. Maybe a little. And let's see. Gonna run out of money. Isn't there buckwheat? Pretty sure there's buckwheat seedlings. Yep. buckwheat seeds. Or basil seeds, those are cheap too. Yeah, I'd be able to afford 16 basil seeds. Babel seeds. I'm gonna plant some babels. I don't even know what that would be, to be honest. I was about to get scared if I ended up being wrong and not being able to afford 16. I was gonna be like, oh, no! Was my math wrong? As if that's not a thing that happens all the time. Pulled it apart to clean it. Yeah! Yeah, pulled it apart to clean it. Did you hear the story? Like, did you get to hear the story? My dramatic retelling of it? A math pro? Yeah, I know. Great. Remember? Okay, so Starlight and I took it out into the other room where there's light, and we start taking apart to clean it. We wiped all of the like fan coverings, all the fan blades, as much as we could without canned air, and decided we'd repaste, like put new thermal paste on the processor, you know. But when I took the heatsink out, because Starlight kind of grabbed it and he was going to, but he was like, oh, didn't want to be too rough with it, so I figured I would just do it. I just grabbed the heatsink, and once it was disconnected, I pulled it out. It did take a bit of force, stuck in there pretty good. And when it came out with the processor. And for those that don't know, like, that's a thing that you don't typically like to do, because on the bottom of a processor, there's a bunch of really, really thin metal pins, and those are how it connects to your computer, and how it, like, fits into your machine. Like, it needs those to work. And they're very, very fragile, because they're so thin pins. Like, you can barely touch them and they bend, and if they bend, then your processor is almost pretty well screwed. So the processor came out, and I was really scared. I was like, oh my god, I've never touched the processor before. I've never had it out of there before. I've never wanted to see it out of there before. I can't believe I'm looking at my computer naked. I was freaking out. Like, I was losing my shit. But Starlight has gone to school for computers and stuff, so he just like got his toolkit and used a plastic piece to separate the processor from the heatsink and help me clean all of the thermal paste, the old stuff off, and he put it back in, put new stuff on, made sure it was lined up, and it works freaking great now. It's like a full 20 degrees cooler on average. So it has a good ending, but oh my gosh, I was so scared. I was so scared. I was like sitting there holding it in my hands, looking at it. You would have thought I was holding somebody's severed head in my hands, probably, with the expression I was making. I have the mine carts. I can hit up the mine for a couple hours. I did myself a big old scare. A big spook. Panicking with my PC entrails? Exactly. Starlight's kind of like real good at computers in general. So like when you look at his computer through the side panel, all of his wires are, neatly put in place. And when you look at my computer through the side panel, all of the wires resemble spaghetti, and they just kind of go wherever they please. I guess I'm not very good at cable management. It's not the worst I've ever seen, mind you, but it's certainly not the best either. I mean, there are slots for it in my case and in my motherboard. Like, if I really wanted to, I could sit there and thread the wires back behind the motherboard. but nobody got time for that. I mean, clearly some people do because, like, it ends up happening. But I just choose to do other things. I choose to do other things, like freak the fuck out and thinking I broke my computer. Yeah, just a nice Stardew chill session tonight. I'm pretty, I'm not gonna say done with Moemon. I'm not done with Moemon. I still have a bit left to do. I've got to catch Mewtwo, and I've got to do the things on the islands. You know, the numbered islands that, what are they called? Sevi Islands? But yeah, I've got to do the things over there that allow me to catch Mewtwo. I'm not done with it yet, but I feel like there's only a few more hours of content in it, so I'm gonna leave that for the earlier, like the evening stream that more people kind of watch. There's a lot of people watching the evening stream have been watching me stream Moemon since I started it, so the night streams have been mostly for grinding, rather than, like, actual progress. Except I think one night I did go through a couple gyms on the night stream, but it was, you know, pre-Elite Four. Stardew is so... I wonder why, I mean, like, I've seen other smaller VTubers playing Stardew, and of course I've seen plenty of people on Twitch in general playing Stardew. I haven't really seen any of the big VTubers play Stardew. And that surprises me. And part of the reason it surprises me is because, like, I know some of them, some of the big VTubers, are interested in games like this. I think I've seen Amelia Watson stream some Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons game before, and it wasn't like a series or anything. She just showed off her personal save file, I believe. I don't typically watch Amelia, but when I saw that she was playing Harvest Moon, I was like, oh, Amelia likes Harvest Moon? Kinda hype. But that's the only time I've ever seen that happen. Maybe it's happened again since. I'm not, you know, I tend to live under a rock. Oh, hey! Angel Rider, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I think it's definitely a fun game. I really cannot wait to get things going with Minecraft. Heyo, oh heyo! How you doing? Having a good morning or night? Stardew Valley gang, let's go. Yeah! Why don't more people play Stardew Valley? I mean, doing good? Glad to hear it. Doing pretty great too. Got my computer fixed, and I'm so happy to be able to game without worrying about it overheating again. I'm like so addicted to my PC. I get so sad if it doesn't work. I look so sad and everything. Like a really sad puppy. Still getting updated. Jess told me about the computer situation. Same. Wow. But yeah, it's still getting updated. It's still getting updated, like even the base game itself. Just to 1.5. Has a ton of content. There's like 3 dungeons, you know, I mean there's the Space Mine, there's the Skull Cavern dungeon, there's the Cinder dungeon, there's a whole new island, Ginger Island, with more farmable space. Tons of stuff. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, I really appreciate it. Run back home before I get in trouble for staying up late. Aww. A glow ring. Tiger. Notified that you're streaming. Oh yeah! Well, thanks, Sid. For spreading the word. Oh, you love this soundtrack? It might be, like, I know that there's a list of all these songs in the playlist. But it's just, like, one of those relaxing game music compilations. Oh, McLeania Forest. Gamer ASMR. That is a pretty good soundtrack. I misspelled it, but you know where it is. Ah. I played Final Fantasy X, but I never got very far in it because at that time I didn't have a memory card for my PS2. I didn't like when I got a PS2, I had previously come from like cartridge consoles. I wasn't used to needing a memory card. And so I just left it on overnight one night. Like I would keep playing it and I would just leave it on overnight until I was able to get the money to go buy a memory card. And the day before I got the memory card, like, froze in a loading screen and it never unfroze, so I lost all of that progress. Even the speed run's like 5 hours. Yeah. One second, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Okay. Friday. So, the market. I actually might have enough money to buy something from the market this time. Amazingly enough. Most of it's cutscenes, they're pretty. Oh yeah, yeah, the Final Fantasy X cutscenes are definitely really pretty. I'll buy some more blue jazz and plant them. More. Did one of those get crowed? I may have. Alright. My farm is organized? Really? My farm is not organized at all. But thank you. Glad you think so. I think it is, you knew, but still. Yeah, I've been trying to make it look decent. Normally I don't. Are these ready yet too? Okay, no, they're not. Quick, I'll go to Pierre's. I like that. It's like as long as stuff is growing, yeah. No. I'm ghosting away. 1 second. Ultimate question. Top 3 marriageable villagers? Hmm. Trying to convince Sebastian to become an emo farmer? Well, for me personally, like I would say, like yeah, Sebastian for sure. Um, Shane just for the blue chickens. Just for the blue chickens. And Abigail, because Abigail is such a cutie. And she eats amethyst. I mean, come on. How metal is that? A woman of good taste. jazz seeds. I haven't grown. I mean these, but I can't really afford that many. So the thing that's tough is like I really am gonna have to redo my whole orchard, and that makes me sad. I just really want my orchard to be organized by season. Ooh, that was loud. Yeah, I want my orchard to be organized by season, so I know that like each row, like one row is harvestable in spring, one row is harvestable in summer, etc., etc. I don't have it organized right now because I kept forgetting what each tree was. Guess I'll just go for more because that's all I. Need to make some more kegs too, maybe some more preserve bins if I have the stuff. Ara ara! Yeah, I've gotten used to it. I mean, I haven't gotten better at it, but at least I've gotten used to it. I don't have to like prepare myself anymore. Do it. Primo voice. No. I don't even know how that could be done. It would be an inhuman sound. Do it. You won't. Yeah, I won't. I'm sorry. I can't. It's so late. I don't want to be loud. Almost 3 o'clock in the morning. See if you can hear me. Screech. See if... Oh, come on. One thought just going bonkers. Yeah. Starlight would. Yeah, Starlight would screech 100%. But the reason why I won't screech is Starlight's trying to sleep. Starlight especially would re. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten a re sound alert yet. Like that little frog going re. Let him know next stream. Yeah. If he had his password stuff saved, I could go at it for him, but he's one of those people that likes to actually remember their passwords in their brain. Which I guess these days is looking like a good thing for security. Inhuman, right? Who actually remembers their passwords? I let Google think of the password for me too. Like normally it's just some amalgamation of symbols and stuff, but someday it's what if someday like they perfect AI and it starts suggesting actual human-like passwords, and be suggesting like strange recipe titles and stuff. That would actually be awesome. I know they won't. It's like best for it to be a random mix of symbols and stuff. If it's comprised of just regular words, then it's easy to brute force it, so I've heard. I don't have any experience in that. That would be cool, but also terrifying. Yeah, it would. It would be terrifying, but cool. One day Google's gonna reveal its grand scheme. AI is scary when you think too hard about it. Yeah. Google's grand scheme, they're gonna be like, we're gonna reveal it to you all. The biggest YouTuber, PewDiePie, is actually an artificial intelligence. Doesn't even exist in the real world. Anytime you've ever seen him, it was a hologram. I mean, come on. It's like reviewing memes all the time. An AI analyzing human expression. I'm just joking. I'm sure he's not an artificial intelligence. Might be a hologram, though. PewDiePie AI prank, no clickbait, right? What's his alter ego's name? Like, Beastmaster64? You lived in the same town as a hologram? Oh, did you live in the same town as PewDiePie? Did you actually see the hologram out and about? You were born in the same city? Wow! It was scary? Oh my gosh. I don't watch Pewds anymore, but I briefly remember him saying that like one of the first jobs he had was working at some food vendor stall. Haven't seen him, but still, oh. And that just seems so funny to me. Like, can you imagine being somebody that's like, you're on the internet and you're looking around and you see a PewDiePie video and you're like, wait, I could swear, didn't I buy a hot dog from that guy? That'd have to be pretty trippy. Never really watched it. I don't anymore. I used to a few years ago. I liked his playthrough of DDLC. That's how I originally got into him. Because I was watching Jacksepticeye play DDLC, but it was kind of like he was going through it really slow, and I understand why. Like, it's a heavy game. But I was really hungry for more Let's Plays of DDLC. So, the only other person I found at the time who was doing it, who had gone further than Jack, was PewDiePie. Because PewDiePie was, like, you know, a content monster at the time, like, releasing 2 or more videos a day. I don't know if he still does. I think now he's taken multiple vacations and maybe is a little bit more chill on himself, but I don't know. I know for sure Jacksepticeye is more chill on himself these days. But regardless of the case, that's how I originally got into him. So it was quite a while ago, and I wasn't into him for very long, because I was mostly looking for that sweet Doki Doki. His playthrough got to be so bad, too, with the voice he ended up giving Sayori, and, like, you know, when everything happened, he was like, I can't keep up the voice, guys, I'm sorry. But then he does anyways. Oh, it was cringe. Gotta do it for the audience, bust some vocal cords, yeah. I mean, it was funny, like, for the first few minutes, but, you know, when he actually ended up keeping that terrible, screechy Sayori voice, it really was not ideal for the listening experience. Whenever I get into doing some more story-based games, or whenever I get into doing a game that I actually want to read the story out to people, I'm not sure, like, how many voices I would do. Like, how many voices I'd be able to do and actually reproduce with some consistency, I suppose. Oh, this is Hollow Knight soundtrack, huh? I've never played Hollow Knight. It's really hard. I mean, I don't know that it's really hard, but it looks really hard. I know that a lot of the game is, figuring out where things are, and I really don't have much of a sense of direction. So I feel like I would spend 98% of my time in that game getting lost as fuck. Especially since a lot of the places, at least to me, look a bit similar, like the environment. Similar color themes and stuff around the environment would make it hard for me to distinguish places. So many of those secret notes. I really gotta get on the ball with beering up Shane every day. I've really been trying to rile up some of my friends and be like, hey guys, do you want to play Faz this month? Small things you do for blue chicken, right? I need the blue chickens. Especially, I've got a sprite replacement that makes like 3 different sprites for blue chickens. So having them is gonna be even better. It could be. Don't have Faz, but you've got Devour. I don't have Devour. I've never even played Devour. I've seen some people play it. It looks about like Faz to me. Part of the reason why I want to do Faz is specifically because the stream stickers has the Faz sounds integrated as bit sounds. And they're like the legit Faz sounds. So if I was playing Faz, you know, people can just play the sound effects and actually scare me half to death. Whether the ghost is scaring me or not, my audience can scare me. Which I think would be way better for me, because what tends to happen to me in Faz is, like, I will be creeped out at first. But after a certain point, I'll just start to feel like, okay, the ghost is not coming for me, so whatever. You know, like, I'll start to not care as much. Or if the ghost is repeatedly coming for me, that'll also make me get bored. I just think that, it would be fun for people to be able to scare me whenever, like, I was really tense. Whenever they knew I was tense, rather than just having to rely on the game and hope that it gets that timing right. Can't do $18. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I'm not trying to get you to buy Faz. I'm trying to get, like, the people I know that already own it. Like, the couple people I know that have streamed it. I was trying to get them to play it with me, but it's kind of hard to get... Seems like it's hard to get people together to do anything these days. And you try to get some people together for something and they're like, oh yeah, pick a day, and so then you pick a day and then... It doesn't happen. Yeah. Collaboration's hard work. These sugar beets. I'm gonna save these sugar beets. Time zones suck. They really do. I don't need the gold star parsnip anymore. I'm gonna save the sugar beets. Because when I get the thing that allows me to process them into sugar, like, I need to, oh, flowers. Some kind of Earth Standard Time when, right? Earth Standard Time, come on. I'll go put the cauliflower in the bundle and then I'll sell some stuff. Oh wait, I don't think I will be able to get to the bundle because there's Egg Festival today. I'm gonna say that they're setting up the festival. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to sell all my stuff into the crate. Yeah, I'm saving the sugar beets so I can actually process them into sugar. I know that I can buy sugar, but I know that I can also process them from sugar beets. And it looks like sugar is required for a lot of recipes. So when I finally unlock the ability to cook in the game, I mean. Ah, water is so good. Someday I'm gonna get some G Fuel. I'm gonna go across the street, I'm gonna buy a fat can of G Fuel. I'm gonna get on stream, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I got my G Fuel. I'm ready to game. Get on stream and you guys hear me start ripping fat vape cloth. I'm just kidding. Strawberry seeds. I definitely need these. Fortunately, I don't have enough for 32, because I can't sell anything out. $15. I guess I'll take 16. A rare crow. No rare crow. Pastel banner. That's nice. Plush bunny. I would like that, but I don't have the dollars for it. Decorative pitchfork. Is that in the base game? I wonder. Mostly salad this year. Carp pie. Is that what he said? Carp pie. Big fest. Gotta try and get friendship points with most of the people for interacting with them. Keep them at kind of a... keep them kind of generally growing. I have friends forever, so the friendship doesn't decay over time. So as long as I keep talking to them at some point, the friendship will slowly go up. Who's Sophie? She's so cute. Oh, she's from Stardew Valley Extended. Do you think you're too old to do the egg hunt, Abigail? No. Yeah, that's... yeah, she's on Stardew Valley Extended. That's the map that I'm playing on is also from Stardew Valley Extended. Download it via Vortex, but it didn't work. Oh yeah, me and Vortex have history, and it's not a good history. Gotta do some hacker shit. Right. Vortex was continually messing up my game. Like, every time I would swap maps or mods, it would just F up my whole game. Where is... there he is. Yeah, it would just mess up my whole game, and I had to uninstall... I had to tell Vortex not to manage Stardew Valley. I had to uninstall all of the stuff that Vortex installed, and then reinstall it manually. Think everyone's ready? Yeah! Yeah, I had to do it manually. Because every time I would switch mods, it would mess everything up. I don't know what it was doing, to be honest, because it was telling me that, like, things were deleted outside of Vortex, but I never touched those folders. Except to download things into the mod folder, so, like, I was literally putting stuff in there. I was never deleting stuff. Vortex was deleting stuff and then complaining about stuff being deleted. It was like that meme of the guy on a talk show who, like, shoots a dude in a chair and then turns to the camera and he's like, who did this to him? It was like Vortex with the files. Vortex is like, yeah. Vortex is just being a crazy sumbitch. Egg time! It really does confuse me because Vortex works great for Monster Hunter World mods. Never had an issue with that. Maybe it's one of the updates, or who knows. Oh boy. I don't think I'm doing good at this egg festival. Too much time hopping around. I think it takes like 6 or 7 to win. Boy. Get one more? Maybe? Well, I'm out of time anyways. I hope that's enough. R.I.P. me. Oh. Why R.I.P. me? Look at all these eggs! Come on, come on, come on, come on. Abigail! Aww, Abigail, how many did you get?
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Unacceptable. That does it for this year's Egg Festival. Didn't even tell me who was in second and third. What the heck, Mayor Lewis? That is unacceptable. Majorly. I'm not sure how much cauliflower I need. Lewis is a dick. Spends all of his time giving Marnie the D, and not enough time taking care of Stardew Valley. Go hang his underwear somewhere. I need to befriend Marnie enough so I can go get his underwear out of her bedroom. They're just gonna be so crusty, like matted to the floor, because they just stay there until you get them. They stay there forever. Hash browns. You. But I know, like, that they do. They just stay there until you go get them. Hang them undies in the city hall. I know that you can put them in the Grange display and it makes you automatically win the Grange display. But I think you lose a lot of friendship with Lewis for doing that. Not that most people would care, because, you know, Lewis. Easy win, right? So if you're telling me that I can put the pants in the Grange win, but I lose friendship, what you're really telling me is it costs 2 hearts to win the Grange competition. But apparently, like, people have looked into the lore of the series and analyzed all of Lewis and Pierre's actions, and they're like, oh, these guys are no good. Pierre's got a stash of porn in his bedroom, apparently. Like, if you befriend Pierre enough to go snoop around in his room, like, you can, look behind his dresser or something, his cabinet, bookshelf, and you find a stash, and it's like, oh yeah, I think your wife needs to know about this. It kind of implies that it's porn. Country boys make do. Country boys. What's Pierre got over there? A couple issues of National Geographic? I mean, come on. Oh, look how pretty that is. Sheep shaggers. Really? I thought that was for people from Wales. Or like one of those other countries where they have more sheep than people. Do you guys have more sheep than people? I've like accidentally said something really offensive. Have more cows than sheep? Cows are so cute, to be honest. I've always thought cows were so cute. Basically, any animal that has a sniffly nose, like a nose that sniffles around when they sniff stuff, that's enough for me to be like, oh my god, so cute. No, don't need it for quality crops. What? I still need a fucking parsnip? Serious? So true. Yeah, they're pure. The insults you don't care but still thrown around. I see. I guess I'll have to buy back a parsnip from Pierre. The area I live, there's a lot of like livestock and stuff that's grown well, grown, raised, however you want to put it. And sometimes when you go to the store, there'll be people like set up in the parking lot of the store, giving away or selling like puppies, kitties, bunnies, stuff like that, because their animals will have bred. They, you know, they only had room for so many animals. Lately, there's been a guy around the store that's been giving away bunnies, and every time I see one, I'm like, oh, bunny! Because bunnies are just so cute. But I know that I want a bunny. I want a bunny too. But I know that bunnies, like, they require exercise and stuff. Even though bunnies are a small creature, like, they typically run around a lot if they were wild. You know, they need to do things. If you don't give your bunny stuff to do, then the bunny will be restless. And I wouldn't want the bunny to be upset, so I would have to get like a bigger place where I could actually have some room for the bunny to run around and not have to worry about maybe having it eat something not good. I had one going up named Hudine. Aww. Bunnies are so... I know I've got Asian pears. I don't think I have almonds. I don't have avocados, but my god, that's expensive. Go sapling. A lot of stuff that takes cocoa as a recipe. Fresh fruit in the spring. Oh. Lime. Lime, a lemon, grapefruit. Pomelo. Is there also yuzu? Yeah, there's yuzu and pomelo. Houdini, ah! The escape artist. I see. That's cute. I've known some people that have bunnies and they actually like they get a leash so they can take their bunny on walks. And I think that would be so adorable. If I saw somebody walking around with a bunny on a leash and that bunny was having a grand old time, just wiggling its little bunny butt everywhere, sniffing around, oh, that would be so cute. I like how, like, sometimes they walk, sometimes bunnies walk, but most of the time it's kind of like, even if they're walking, they're just kind of half hopping, you know? So adorable. Keep seeing a bunch of, like, videos and GIFs and memes of cute seals. I've seen a bunch of people that don't know how I feel about people having random animals on a leash. Oh yeah, it's not about, I don't want people to have random animals on a leash, but, you know, at least, like, a rabbit is something that could go outside. Like, it's okay for a rabbit to go outside. And they like it. I mean, like, where I used to live, I don't, you know, I moved across the country, basically. I moved, like, 2,000 miles from where I used to live. But where I used to live, there was a lot of wild rabbits, and they lived outside, of course, because they were wild. All the citrus. Where am I going to put the citrus trees? I guess I can put them back here. Go for lemon. Lime. Grapefruit. Pomelo. Yuzu. Now we can go back to Pierre's and get a bunch of buckwheat seeds, because it's pretty much all I can afford. I don't think people should have just random animals on a leash, but if an animal wants to go outside... I used to take my cat outside on a leash too, because she used to be an outside cat. Like, I brought her in from outside because I was worried about her getting run over by a car. And the cat didn't move with me, so the cat is with my mom now. But yeah, the cat loved to go outside. She liked to go outside on her leash. She liked my starlight's showing, I know. Yeah, she loved to go outside. She liked to go outside and sniff around the house, so then she could, like, complain to me about all of the other cats existing outside. She would, like, sniff around and look at me and meow, and then go somewhere else, sniff around, and then look at me and meow some more. It was very precious. But then, like, you know, whenever she wanted to go back in, she would just walk back towards the house, and I wouldn't take her far. I would just take her around the yard. And of course, you gotta make sure, like, you gotta make sure that you take care of your creature, you know? Make sure that you're checking your cat for fleas if you take them outside, and if they do get fleas, make sure you medicate them for the fleas so they don't get bit up and itchy. But I like to try and give, like, whatever experience I can to pets. If they seem like they want to do something. I wouldn't have made Cookie go outside if she didn't really want to. That's kind of the reason why I did it. She kept trying to get outside, like, just when anybody would go out of the door, or when people were bringing groceries in the house. And when I started, you know, when I got a leash for her and started taking her outside when she wanted to go, she stopped trying to get out of the door as much. Maybe because she realized there really wasn't anything to do out there. I don't know. Just got bored of it. Yeah, we were always really worried when she got out. Because, you know, transitioning from being an outside cat to an inside cat, she got pudgy and lazy and slow. And I would have just hated for her to get into a fight with a neighborhood cat or something. But luckily nothing like that ever happened. She's really old now, so she just kind of lazes around. Hey, like, you know, to be honest, that's the life. Cat knows how to live. Cats and rabbits. The idea is them being able to move more freely. At the same time, they're going out where they normally couldn't. Yeah. A lot of people in the US do just have outside cats, though. Or just start feeding an outside cat until the cat kind of adopts the human. Come on, guy. There we go. Bro, There's so many people that don't like cats out at all, and don't like that, but there's also strictly indoor cats that can't do outside. Yeah, it depends on how your animal feels about it. Every kind of, like, cat and dog and animal has their own personality. If the cat wants to go outside, then, you know, maybe safely take your cat outside. If the cat doesn't want to go outside, then don't worry about it. Like, when I was growing up, I had a cat named Sunshine, and she was very much an inside cat. Even if she was to sit in the window and pop the screen out so she would have access to outside, she would not leave the house. She just wanted to sit in the sun. That's why her name was Sunshine. And she was like such a sweet baby cat. And one time I carried her with me and I took her outside, and she just seemed scared. So I went right back in with her because she didn't seem to be enjoying outside at all. So if a cat seems scared to be outside, you know, don't stress out your cat or your animal. Don't make them do something they don't want to do. But, you know, if your cat is always trying to get outside and expresses interest in being outside, probably better to have them under some kind of containment with a leash than to just let them run around where they maybe would not listen to you and get in trouble. Because cats don't seem to listen to people as far as, like, coming when called. I've seen some that do, but it very few and far between. I think I'm gonna do big. Oh, sorry. Not 32, I guess. I'll do 48. Then... But I mean, that's just part of, like, that's part of having a pet. Like, a pet is a family member. You get to know them, and you get to know their personality, and what they, you know, what they like and what they don't like. I just think it's part of, you know, getting to know your pet. And you know, to some extent, even though even though my childhood cat did not like the outside, I'm glad that I at least gave her the chance to see it and to, like, you know, smell the outside. Like, she would like to smell the outside sometimes if you opened a window. But she wouldn't like to actually be out there. It probably made her nervous because it's so wide open. Cats you had, if they're outside, they'll come to you to see why. Ah, don't make them come without a reason. I see. Cats are such... I mean, cats are like... I want to say cats are sweet creatures, but, like, you know, dogs are sweet, loving creatures. Cats can be assholes sometimes. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about it. Sometimes cats can be assholes. But they also can be really sweet. And when a cat gets all affectionate, it makes you feel like you earned their affection. Dogs are loving pets, cats are partners, yeah. Got any more dried flowers in here? No? Thinky. Oh no. So I got that extra silo. It's done, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Grass in there. $141. Sorry, 741 out of 9 something. Cats are cuties. I'd like to have another cat someday. Love dogs more, but because I always go for a more wild cat, they take care of themselves and it's just easier on time and money. Oh, I understand, yeah. If you have a really solitary cat that kind of just likes to lay around and groom themselves and just kind of comes around to be pet, get affection, it can be kind of easy, you know, because you don't have to worry about the cat that much. That they take care of themselves a lot. But some people really like a pet that wants to snuggle and be held all the time, and in that case you probably should get a dog. Like, most dogs that I've seen are just like affection sponges. If you're giving out pets, they'll take them. Obviously, I can't speak for every dog in the world. Nap in the sun, sometimes sleep on your bed, but that's it. I see. Big fan of leeks. I know one thing that one thing that I personally didn't like, and I agree, it's like, it is very much a personal thing, like I said, you gotta get to know your pet. But for a while, there was like a fad on social media, those backpacks with a clear bubble window in them that were supposed to be for taking your pet out on the town so that they could look at things. And I saw a lot of people, like, using those, and it just seemed like their pet was not at all okay with it. And that made me sad. Like, don't be popping your cat in some astronaut bubble backpack. Obviously, they're not gonna know what's going on. Ooh, vanilla, finally. Vanilla's a lot of recipes as well. Lives with your grandma. 13. Nova's with your aunt. Ish. Aww. Yeah, I just wouldn't want to make a. I just wouldn't want to make a cat deal with the small space. I know cats like, even if cats inside cat, they usually like to have a couple of rooms to troll around in, you know? Cats like to explore and stuff. Somebody want an apricot. Male shorts. Apricot. Yeah, Emily wants apricot. Oh. Everyone, I guess. Old enough now that you can't play with them? Aw. You know what's really super fun is when there's a little kitten and you introduce it to a laser pointer. Then they want to catch the laser pointer. But it's a ruse. And they cannot. Oh wait, Shane. Come here, have your pre-work beer, Shane. Whether it makes you thirsty, well, I just gave you a beer. Salmon berries. Where's Emily? It's still in her bedroom? Cats all figure it out fast. They only chase the dot if they want to, and if you're annoying them, they go for your hand. Oh yeah? I've seen dogs chase a laser pointer too, and the thing is, like, dogs, when a dog is chasing a laser pointer, I've always seen the dog look at me and my hand and then look at the dot. So it seems like in some way the dog understands, but they just want to play. But I guess for cats, yeah, they just only would if they wanted to. Can I zoom out some more? Oh wait, that's the UI scale. Oh. Can't go out further than that? Boo. I guess we're sitting here waiting for Emily. How long does it take her to come out of her house? One from the dog and over the head to play. Yeah. My favorite movie dog, like my favorite animated movie dog, is definitely Doug from Up. Like, I have just met you and I love you. I like the clip at the end where he's like, I hid under your porch because I love you. Yeah, Doug is like, it's an unrealistic dog model, but they accentuated the cute parts of a dog. The fluffiness and the snoot. Yeah, I've seen Bolt. Bolt was a pretty cute dog too. It was kind of like, I mean, I've never seen Truman Show, but I've heard people explain it, like the concept of, oh yeah, you're in a show, but you don't know it, just everybody around you knows it. I feel like Bolt was kind of like that, but with a dog. Like, he was a star of a show, and he really believes that he's a heroic dog, but actually it's just a show, and, you know, when the cameras are off, he's just a dog. Trash cookies! Very chewy. I wonder why. Back to Emily's. Bread. Hey. Thanks, it looks delicious. There we go. All the hearts. Yes. I should have enough hearts to get some kind of event with Shane. Aw, big hugs! Oh, look it! Oh, they all got, like, perfect placement. They are all around the hug sticker. Do I have enough slime for the slime egg press yet? Yeah, it lined up really nicely. Lemon berry in here. Food. I can put it in there. I'll just put those baked goods in there with that fish. Oh my gosh. 1 second. Let me try to fix my... Okay, there we go. Alright, and I need a couple more blocks of seeds. I need like 32 more seeds. Oh, this is from FTL. I've never played FTL. Starlight's played FTL for me a couple times. What do I want to grow? I suppose I need more cauliflower. 12 days. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Can I get some speed grow? Deluxe speed grow? Right by at least 25%. Damn. Well, I got 27. Maybe I can make some more. Or maybe I have some more, to be honest. I know I've been picking up fertilizer and then just not really using it. I'm not very hype about spending all my money on fertilizer, but at least not speed grow. The stickers. The stickers are so fun. Let's see. Do I have any speed grow? Yeah. I have a bit. Stardew is such a nice chill game. Hopefully I make a decent amount of money off of all this. But since I've got the citrus all lined up, I think the next thing would be to get like the apples and similar in a group to get them all lined up. Alright. Just check everything. Nothing's really gotten done. The secret notes. I have the magnifying glass for them. More wine! You can make beer in this, can't you? You put hops. Oh crap, I didn't mean to sell that oak resin. I really didn't. The one I have the least of. Kitty. Beer's hops, yeah. The strange thing is, like, the juniper berries, it makes juniper berry wine, but it says that juniper berries can be processed into gin, so... I wonder how I process it into gin. Basil. Get that. Oh, don't eat it. I think you can make whiskey. Can't remember off the top of your head. Oh yeah? I mean, I've got a mod that allows you to make a lot of alcohols. Jody needs the cauliflower, doesn't she? Basil in here. Jody. Cauliflower. Where's Jody? Alright. Map mod makes things so much easier. I should have put another water bottle in the fridge, because I'm not going to have a cold one waiting for me. Hey, it's Kent. Haven't changed much? Isn't that a good thing? Locked. Gotta wait an hour and a half to go into your house? Come on, Kent. Let me go talk to your wife while you're not home, please. No! Shane, no. I'm gonna try something that's horribly wrong. Stay in a shell. I lost points with Shane. Really, you just walked right into the fucking screen. I like how these people just throw out full cans of cola, though. And you can recycle the full cans of cola as well. At least if you give Shane a beer, he'll forget pretty much anything. Where is Jody? There she is. Perfect for yellow curry, huh? Hi, Titanium. How you doing? But it says you can make... Oh, hey! Aw, thank you! Those are some good pet pats. Okay. okay, you guess? Aw, well, hey, hopefully it can get you feeling a little bit better. Nice chill stream. Go to Pierre's and I'm gonna sell the cauliflower. And then I'm gonna go up to, yeah, they're not here for Rubik's. So I'm gonna go up to Robin's and see. Got it, appreciate it. Oh, hey, Major Wolves! Thanks for the raid! I really appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna try get you in a better mood, Titanium. I really wonder why that raid notification never works. Like, when I say test widgets and I say test the raid widget, let me show you guys. Oh, wait. It just says, like, host, donation, follow, subscription. Oh! Maybe it's because of, it only has it for host, it doesn't have it for raid. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. I meant to fix that, I'm sorry. But here, let me... Don't... No, there's no space. Major... There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's right. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the raid. League of Legends, huh? I've never played League. Heard it's really difficult. Difficult games scare me away. How's my stream? You love? Oh, you love Stardew? I love Stardew too. The stream's going really well. This is just my solo playthrough. I'm not trying to do it as a challenge run or like especially fast or really anything. It's just my normal chill playthrough. Sometimes I have co-op, like I'll play co-op, save files with people. Oh no, Robin is not. Robin, why are you not gonna be home? League is hard, yeah. A lot of those MOBAs. Hey, you'll be ready for Dota soon. I don't know that I will. I think the most advanced MOBA I could probably handle would be like Pokemon Unite. And everybody knows Pokemon Unite, like, you basically sleep until Zapdos and then just win at Zapdos. Pokemon Unite like is like baby's first MOBA. Yeah, Pokemon has a MOBA. It's free on the Switch and on the phone. You can play it right now. I mean, free to play, but there are things you can buy, obviously. Yeah, Pokemon has a MOBA. It's a very strange words, a very strange combination of words to come out of my mouth, but it reminds me of Pokemon Conquest. Does anybody remember Pokemon Conquest? When they made like a Pokemon Fire Emblem and it was actually set in a historical Pokemon period. Dota took years off your life with Rage and Salt, so you're good. Does anybody remember Pokemon Conquest though? I think it was on the DS. I like how they didn't even really advertise it. It was such a strange thing too. I mean, it literally was just like Pokemon Fire Emblem. The units were just trainers. And you could move their Pokemon around the team, like around the map. I shouldn't have walked over here. I should have took the minecart over here. Did it have permadeath? I have no idea. I never got into it that much because like when it came out, you know, I was pretty young. I was still a kid. I asked my parents to get it for me. I'd never heard of Fire Emblem at the time. I was like, that was a new Pokemon game. I want to get it. And my mom got it for me. And then I was like, wait, this isn't Pokemon. There's Pokemon in it, but this is not Pokemon. And then I just didn't play it anymore. I have no idea if it had permadeath. That would be interesting, though. I mean, especially now with the popularity of Nuzlocke. Like, if your Pokemon fainted in battle, it would be permanently gone. That would be really hardcore. I wonder. I know that, yeah, I'm like 90% sure it was on the DS. Gonna have a shower and dinner. We probably have an amazing stream back into. Oh, well, hey, thanks for stopping by, Major Wolves. Have a great rest of your night. I hope you enjoy dinner. And, thank you very much for raiding and stopping in. I really appreciate it. Sometimes people are so nice at night. I feel like, all the people I know keep trying to scare me about, like, oh my god, you're gonna get no bad raids on Twitch. People keep trying to scare me. And you're not nice, Titanium? Oh, I think you're pretty nice. Room doing baby Nuzlocke, reset from last save if the Pokemon fainted. Oh, I see. Never wanted to let your Pokemon faint. You wanted to learn the perfect move choice for every situation. Yeah, I'm definitely not that good at Pokemon. I mean, anybody that's watched me play knows. And all the friendship. Alright, I've got like, I've got this idea. I'm gonna try, after stream tonight, I'm gonna be trying to see if, I can get a version of Pokemon X and Y run on my computer. And then checking, like, what kind of randomizer tools they have for it, what kind of custom tools they have for it. But I'm not going to be doing just a randomizer. What I plan to do, I think I'm going to call it a pink lock, where I can only catch and use pink Pokemon. For HMs, if I really need to, I would be able to have an HM Pokemon. But I would have to only... Washi, Major Raid, hype! Yeah! So much hype! Major Wolves head out to get dinner, but so glad that they raided me. That's super nice. Used to permadeath Pokemon in Emerald before you knew what a Nuzlocke was? Oh yeah? I feel like I never heard about people doing Nuzlocks or permadeath in Pokemon until I became on, like, I was on the internet for a while. It wasn't a popular thing in my community, at least. But then I only knew, like, a handful of other people that would admit to playing Pokemon in public. So, probably not, you know, the best. I don't have a font of experience to draw from. But yeah, I was planning on doing a challenge, like Pokemon X and Y, because I know that one is pretty easy, and it still would be a challenge for me. But just only pink Pokemon on the team. It would be, like, Nuzlocke permadeath. But rather than having people, like, pay $5 to take a Pokemon out, like, if a Pokemon dies and someone wants to res it, I think that's what the $5 will be. But, you know, I mean, I guess if somebody gets a Pokemon named after them and they, like, really want me to have it for the entire game, then it gives them the ability to make that happen. You know, regardless of my skill. Don't know X and Y enough to know if you can do it with all Pinkmon. Oh, I'm sure you can. And that's why I was wondering about the customization options for it. Like, I know if there's a ROM editor that allows you to choose your custom choose your own starter set, that would pretty much be all I would need to set it up. And from there, I would just be stuck waiting until I got another pink Pokemon. I'm 100% sure that you can, though. I mean, like, there's a bunch, because they introduced fairy types, and a lot of the fairy types are pink. And, like, a lot of the Pokemon that I used in my last playthrough were pink. I mean, like, Audino, you can find that easily in X and Y. I know exactly where. On the path to, what is it, Hotel Campfire, or where that rich guy lives. Pansy, Blissey, you can get those. Ditto is pink. Lickitung is pink. Clefairy, Clefable, Jigglypuff. There's lots of pink boys. So, like, for me personally, like, I obviously, like I said, I know that my skill is not, like, amazing, not mind-blowing. I want stuff that challenges me to play the game in a way that I normally wouldn't. I know X and Y is easy, but I also know that the way that I would normally play X and Y, I would just be picking, you know, the same team over and over again. The same favorite Pokemon that I always end up using. I wouldn't be trying anything different. But if I was forced to have, like, a restriction to the team, like, hey, you can only use Pokemon that are primarily this color, and if it changes color when it evolves, you can't evolve it. It gives me a reason to play it a way I normally wouldn't. And that, to me, is interesting. Yeah, I definitely think the first one would be just like, pink lock, pink challenge. Spreading weeds cause damage to your farm? Really? But where? It's so foggy. Spreading weeds. And down here. Looked like there was any damage. Yeah, there's plenty of pink mons. I think I would just, like, if there's a way to edit the starter selection, the starters that are available, I'd probably pick, you know, an assortment of 3 pink Pokemon that can evolve. Maybe baby pink Pokemon. Can't see shit, I know. The fog is so bad. I don't know what it's talking about damaging my farm. I don't see any damage over here. Any damage anywhere. And obviously, like, you know, if people are watching, they can pick my starter out of whatever options I end up finding. Usually the fog clears up after, like, 10 AM in the game. Man, that alchemy set, the Alembic, is so cool! This is so cool! Oh, Melaleuca, I can put that in there too. I think I'll take all of these. Alright, wrong chest. All these dandelions. What is that, pine tar up there? Nice. As far as trees go, I suppose I can go out to the right fence edge. And the vanilla is... Where's vanilla? I've harvested it before. Okay, here it is. Pokedex has X, Y. Mountain Kalos, Coastal, Central Kalos is different things. Yeah, when you start the game, originally all you get is the Kalos Pokedex, and they split it up into those 3 regions. But then after you finish the story of the game, you get the National Dex, and you unlock the ability to find other, like, Pokemon from other games on the routes you've already been to. Yeah. I'm not sure, is there a pink Flabebe? Me tripping over my tongue. But is there a pink Flabebe? I don't think there is. I think there's like red, yellow, blue. Yeah. Pink Pokemon, pink Pokemon. Spinda? Would Spinda be considered pink? Would Spoink be considered pink? Skitty is pink, but Delcatty is not, so I could have a Skitty. I could go for like a baby Cleffa or Igglybuff as a starter. Ooh, passion fruit. Don't see more colors of Flabébé. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Pokédex entry just has one. Especially if it's just on, like, a Pokédex app. Not even a shiny registered. Wow. Alright. Got that. Passion fruit. I'm gonna put that in here. Would I shiny hunt? Oh, for pink Pokemon? It's possible, but don't rely on it. Like, only if it's something I really want. And, you know, I'd be able, let's see. I could use Sylveon. I could. But the tough thing is, Sylveon, what is it? What does it evolve from? I know, isn't it the stone, shiny stone or something? Or, Dawnstone? How does it evolve? I don't think it's just friendship. Sylveon from Eevee. The fairy type evolution. Robin there? Is Robin at her house? Alright. Yeah, Robin is there. Head on over and check what exactly the requirements of the upgraded coop are. We need the upgraded coop because we need to keep, like, chickens and rabbits and a whole bunch of stuff in order to complete all the bundles. Chickens, rabbits, ducks. I also want to save up enough to get an auto grabber. This song is from Legend of Mana. Yeah, the 3DS ones I would love to play on stream. Farm buildings. Deluxe Coop. 20 grand. 500 wood, 200 stone. I just need 20 grand. Sent green shot Sylveon. Oh, okay. Let me see. True affection in Pokemon and me, and knowing a fairy move. Oh! The Hellhound! You've come for my pickles! Oh my gosh, how did you know? You know that I had pickles. I'm suspicious. We have potatoes! We do! Steal all the pickles! Ah! Gosh, I just need to get more money. I guess I'll go to the mines since it's raining. Here's now. Look, I mean, you know, I can't argue with that. That's some solid reasoning right there. They are yours now. You've said it, and so it's true. Doritos! Them beans? Oh! Zed posted. Oh, hey, yeah, you can join the Discord. What is this? I've never seen this cutscene. Something he's been meaning to show me. Oh, it's the RGB poop! Oh my god. That one is so good. Time you meet Krobus. Their shadow person been hiding in the Pelican Town sewers. But I never unlocked the sewer key, so if you never unlock the sewer key for long enough, Marlin just takes you? Well, let's go meet him. I guess so. Gosh. I didn't know that. Or is he gonna say I can't go in there because it's locked? Let me unlock this. Oh. Marlin, you dirty dog. Meet Krobus. Look at him! Look at him walk! Oh, what a chonky lad! I'd like you to meet. Oh, he's scared. The baby. Newest guild member. Aww. Well, thanks for the follow, the Hellhound. That before, but I ran away from you. Oh, I got the magnifying glass from him, so that was Krobus. Away from most humans. Bad experience. Ah. Yeah, I'm glad to see you join the Discord, the Hellhound. Finally, it's unprecedented. May consider checking out the Discord general chat. Is that Minecraft porn? I think I see Minecraft boobies. Did you post Minecraft porn? That has to be clickbait, right? If I click on it, am I just gonna hear Minecraft moaning sounds? Sus. It's sus and not porn, but funny. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll look at it. Gosh. Oh. That definitely is special. Oh no, the lewd tongue. Sus, yeah. That is pretty funny. There's a memes channel though, so you know you're gonna post a lot of funny stuff. What in blue flying fuck? Oh wait, what fucks are flying? Huh? Keep it a secret. What is that emo? Oh, the tongue. The tongue. That's Zed's lewd emo. He likes to lick people and things. Shifty eyes. Don't expose me. Don't call me out. God. The guild have something to give you. It better be a sewer key. Better be a sewer key, my guy. Because I don't have one. Oh boy. Oh my god. Infinite tongue. Proving your trust to me. Key to the sewers. Yeah. Hi, Miss Gillen. Now you do. Heck yeah. Speak to Krobus. They seem fond of you. Horny Jill. Krobus is a secret boy. Snuzzle! Snuzzle the booba! Oh, it's a little high up. A little high up for the boob. More sus things and memes now. Well, I only have like 15 minutes left on my stream, so I'm gonna check it out. But I don't want to use up all my stream time. Let's see. I need to murder many slimes. You love the channel? Zed just dying? Oh yeah? We should all... what, mic chat? Or do you mean MC as in like Minecraft? Ah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting that started. I'm planning on doing a Minecraft server. I know what mod pack I want and everything. It's a huge mod pack. There's a lot to do in it. I'll be honest, even though I am the streamer, I'm just gonna be doing my own thing. You don't Minecraft, you Stardew. Oh, okay. That's fine. I treat Minecraft like Stardew. Because, like, if you ever pop in on me playing it, the first thing that I do is, like, I set up a vineyard and, like, a farm for cows, and, like, I start producing cheese. Super burnt out on Minecraft. I see. I can understand that if you've been playing a ton of it. For me, it's been, I'd say, like, 16 to 18 months since I played it last. So I'm ready for another few months of Minecrafting. Stardew Minecraft. And Stardew Minecraft and Terraria. Brain go burr. You really want your brain to go burr, you gotta get into some grand strategy games like Stellaris. That requires, like, actual galaxy brain. My god, I've seen people do so well at Stellaris, and every time I get into the end game and actually start to open the L gate and stuff, I get just destroyed. The void cloud destroys me. Still haven't made it to late game. It's rough. It's rough out there. I really like playing as a machine race, though. I typically play as Tedrid Homolog. I like them because they're like, they can just attach themselves to other biospecies and assimilate them. And I think any machine race, any hive mind machine race can technically do that. Takes too much brain. Usually when you game do it to chill. Yeah, I understand. Sometimes I like to try and make my brain work, though. I like to smell the burning in the gears in my head. You know what else is really fun? I mean, it's not as big think of a game. It is kind of more chill. Banished. Have you ever played Banished? Banished with Colonial Charter mod? Very, very nice. Because it's 90% just like setting up your village and setting up farms so your people have food, and setting up crafting stations so they can make refined goods. It's a lot of similar things that you could do. It's in the town building setup. Oh, big slime! Aw, that's it? I thought little slimes would come out of it. Sad. Oh yeah, Banished with Colonial Charter. Very fun, highly recommend it. Goes on sale all the time. Probably get it in a bundle if you look around. The thing about Banished is that the base game will leave you wanting. I honestly wouldn't recommend paying any more than $5 for the base game. Because the thing is, it was a game that was, like, abandoned by the developer. They got it into a working state and just kind of added the bare minimum of what was required, you know, to fulfill some of the obligations that they had, like some of the claims they made. And then they abandoned it. So Colonial Charter was the community basically taking over for that. You know, making a mod After you stream, after stream, you're probably gonna go back to X102 until you crash. Oh, okay. Well, I hope you have a good night when you go to bed then. My God, I can't believe it saved this song for last. This sweet ass Halo original soundtrack. Bop. Oh my gosh! Thank you for the raid, Bridget Bolts. That's, oh my god. There's. Uh-oh. 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 Nightbot timed somebody out. They must have had a bunch of they must have had a bunch of emotes. I'm so sorry. Did you catch you about to log off? You did, but you know what? I can stick around for like a half hour more. You have a new favorite person? Today's date because you're 11/10. Aww, that's so cute. It was probably your raid message. Oh no. Nightbot rules with an iron fist. I'm so sorry. Look into Nightbot. Let me. Oh my god, there's so many follows. Thank you everyone for the follows. Bridget Bolts, Nyonyo69, Halcyon Jax. Thank you. Bridget making people stay up. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Bridget. There we go. Hey, you were playing some Stardew too, huh? Fellow believer and mendicant bias. Yeah! Can't do... Oh, you've used yours. Nightbot goes hard. No worries on staying up. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I've met some really nice people streaming Stardew. It seems like the people that stream Stardew are all really, really chill. Yeah, I love Halo too. I mean, I love Halo in general, not just Halo 2. Browsing the Stardew tab. Thought it looked so lovely. Aww. Thank you. I'm definitely glad you stopped in. Glad you decided to raid in. Hopefully I'm able to catch your stream sometime. I'll have to click on the link. Go, like, follow you so it tells me when you're actually, like, when you're live. I love Halo lore, it's crazy. It really is. I remember reading some of the books when they were coming out when I was, like, early to mid teenager. And those books were wild at times. Yeah, thank you, Zed. Oh my gosh, look, Zed's on the ball. I'm all like, oh my god, flustered. And Zed's just like, oh yeah, check out the Discord. Zed's got it. Alright. If we're gonna talk about Halo, I do have a... I hate to, it's a divisive question, including the elite that follows you through all of Halo CE. Yeah. What's your favorite installation monitor? I kinda have a hot take. I really like Penitent Tangent. Seems like such a cool dude. Cool robo dude. Anybody that's not played Halo is just like, Penitent Tangent, what? Yeah, I'm sorry. I do like me some Halo at times. I know it's not exactly what you'd expect somebody that's playing Stardew to also like to play, but... Yeah, I've got the Master Chief Collection installed and everything, and I've been wanting to get together the... Yeah! 2401 Penitent Tangent. It's by Hellhound, not as sus as they look. Oh, so it's just like, it's clickbait. It looks incredibly sus, but then you look at it and like you actually click on it and you're like, ah, oh, okay. This... Thank you for checking them out for me, Zed. Yeah, I just think, like, Penitent Tangent, I don't know all of his lore completely, but he's all, like, busted up. I'll play some Halo Custom sometime because fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, awesome. That'd be nice. Starlight showing again? Ah, boy. Alright, let me, let me fix it. My computer's always, like, I may not be overheating, but I can still be an obstacle to your stream. 1 second. There we go. At least I figured out how to fix it. For a while I didn't know how to fix it at all, and I would just have to wait. Patrick, your genius is showing! Oh, thank you everyone for sticking around in the raid. Oh yeah, if you do notice, I do have like stream stickers, I have sound alerts, I have plenty of ways you can interact with the stream if you don't feel like typing. Grunt birthday party. Best sound effect. I remember hearing that and just being so jealous because at the time I didn't have the Order Legendary Edition. And I think that was originally something you got for that. Oh my gosh, Bridget, thanks for subscribing! Thank you! Now you get a couple emotes. Those emotes. Happy little Aria faces. I know they're not like super pro. Don't say hydrate. Intellectual. Moisturize my throat. Ooh, yeah, you guys can do You love them? Aww! Thank you! Glad you like them. I made them myself because, like, I don't know, I figured it would be wholesome to have my first few ones at least be made by me. Oh, can you moist- Ooh. Now, hey. That's a little spicy. Too hot for Twitch. I mean, unless you're asking if you can just, like, you know, buy me a bottle of water. Like, yeah, of course. Dirty joke. Yeah. Go look in clips chat. Uh-oh. Oh, are you trying to get everybody to see? Oh boy. Nothing new yet. Alright, since there's a bunch of people around, since I'm not sure, I do have a redeem. I have a redeem that gets me to say a certain thing. Of an entire bottle of water. Yeah, just a whole bottle of water, but not even like a bottle that's meant to be consumed by one single human. Like, one of those bottles for, like, the water machine, you know, that you, like, pull the tab down and it fills up with a huge 15-gallon water jug. You just shove it down my throat. But yeah, I'll get on Discord in a little bit.
Ma, there's a weird fucking stray cat outside. It looks
like grandma.
It looks like grandma, the fucking thing.
I love it. So nice. The bottle and all. Exactly. It's just gonna be like a cartoon when a cartoon character eats something too big and they just turn round. Gotta be one of those plastic ones that choke that chokes turtles. Yeah, I'm gonna be inflated by a water bottle. My gosh, I think this might be getting too hot for Twitch again. John Twitch is gonna come in here and be like, "Excuse me, what the fuck?" But yeah, if you don't feel like typing but you still want to interact with the stream, I've got stream stickers. Christian streaming service, yeah. Not allowed to say sexy things, we're just allowed to go to almost space but not space. That's all Jeff Bezos allows on his platform. One Man, One Jar Part 2. Oh no! I remember that video and it was not a good video. Hello. Yeah! I got stickers. Some of them are free. I think like the thing is they used to get spammed quite a bit, but like the heart and I think the star and a couple of the simple ones are free. I say they used to get spammed and yeah, I realize I invited it. I summoned it. The Zed. Used potato a lot. It's true. He would always spam potatoes, and I would try to munch on them. He would like spam them until one of them spawned close enough to my face that I could be like, But there are other food stickers too. I think there's a cupcake and a popsicle. Oh, hey! Thanks for the sub, the Hellhound. So excited. Definitely glad that I chose to play Stardew tonight. Just so you guys know, he's still gonna get into potato action. Just so you guys know, I usually stream, once or twice a day. I try for twice a day. Sometimes, if the timing doesn't work out, I just get this late stream in. I streamed this, I stream Pokemon. I'm gonna try to be streaming some games on emulators. The next Pokemon game that I'm doing... Cupcake cuter, yes! Cupcake! Oh yeah, there's pumpkin pie too. There's a cutie pie that is like a pumpkin pie with whipped cream on it. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. Anyone up to chill in VC after stream is done? Maybe for a few minutes. It is a bit late for me though. Do you have a favorite Pokemon generation? Oh, of course. The Monodrama Llama gets right next to me. My favorite has gotta be Gen 2, Gold, Silver, Crystal. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are definitely some of my favorites. Evil Cupcake! Heart Gold and Soul Silver are some of my favorites. But the Pokemon that I was going to try to do, I'm going to check after stream if X and Y will run well on my computer. I mean, my totally official hardware.
What? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, do you disagree? Do you not like Gen 2? But yeah, I'm planning on doing a challenge, X and Y, Pink Lock, Pokemon Permadeath, plus I can only use pink Pokemon in battle. I can use other stuff for HMs, I can have other things that can be leveled up, but I can't use them in battle.
There's a misinput, calm down!
It was a misinput.
There's a misinput!
Love to do, love to see that. Haven't played X or Y in years. Yeah! I really liked them. I really liked X and Y a lot. Well, how many seeds am I buying? What kind of seeds am I buying? I'm getting too distracted. Distracted by chat. It is still platinum. I like platinum as well. There we go. There's the popsicle. Num num num. Someday I'm gonna have to get one of those fancy models that like actually you can stick the tongue out of. I can't do that on this one. Even if I try, it's like, it doesn't work. Oh, the pie. It's just out of reach. Fan of Imagine Dragons?
You got debated. You got debated. You got debated.
You didn't even wait. But it's okay. Imagine Dragons is not the classic face, right? Gosh.
You got debated.
Oh no!
You got
Not again!
debated. You got debated.
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to turn Bill down a little bit. I'm gonna be courteous to people that are, you know, the double debate. It was the double debate. Because you made me expect that you were gonna say it, but then you didn't say it, and I said it, so you won twice. Yeah, it made you think I was gonna say. still got more. Yeah, I can get another 96. Wait, can I repeat that? You got lost? Yeah. Okay, so so Hellhound said that to make me think that they were gonna say, "Imagine dragging these nuts across space," but then they didn't say that, and then I said it, and now I said it again. So now I got you baited again. The timing was funny, yeah. I love the sound alerts. It's like if it was up to me to use a soundboard or something. Oh boy.
Just wiped out the middle town. My friend just got down. I revived him, now we're heading southbound. Now we ain't the best of all streets. Look at the map, go to the mark sheets. Take me to your Xbox to play for night today. We can put a most in my ear, but not to play.
It does. It kind of slaps.
We can be pro Fortnite gamers.
It does slap. 7 days. I think I have enough time. Farm inspiration? Awesome! I didn't know my farm looked that good. Normally my farm is a hot mess. You want to clip it later? But it does slap. It really is. It's fire. I've never even played Fortnite, but it's fire. Zed, you slurped the soup. Hellhound, no, he's taking the pickling liquid that you were rightfully entitled to. I mean, I'm undead, so I guess I am just preserved. Deads now. Do you, I mean, I guess you probably play on PC. Do you play modded Stardew? Because if you do, automate. Oh my god, automate. Like, it's a favor for yourself. Even if you don't use automate with connectors, still just, oh, so good. Makes doing ore and everything so much easier. And it's easy to set up. If anybody ends up having to do mods for Stardew Valley, I have a next sound alert edition. Sent it. DM. Okay. Never modded Stardew before, so you're super intrigued. It's really easy. It's really easy on PC. Like, I'm sure there's video guides on it, but I would honestly recommend doing it manually. I know it's maybe sounds scary, especially if you've never done it before. But Vortex caused me nothing but problems. Like, my game was always not working and not loading right. And it was basically Vortex every time. Got flatmate into it. Oh yeah? Nice. More people for the Stardew cult. Warning, cursed audio alert. Oh boy. If it's too cursed, I'm not sure if I can have it. If it's Ram Ranch or something, I can't have it. I was going to have Ram Ranch, but Levo told me that it was probably way too explicit. And since I'm not a very big channel, I shouldn't push it. Nuzzle X3. Yeah, Nuzzle X3 is pretty explicit, but Ram Ranch is more explicit. If anybody has not heard Ram Ranch, I implore you, please do not. It isn't Twitch illegal? Oh, really? Ram Ranch is not Twitch illegal? Okay. It's not Twitch illegal, just fucked up. Okay. I don't know if Ram Ranch is Twitch illegal either, but it is very fucked up. Should not exist. There's a lot of things that should not exist. Like Brave Little Toaster Rule 34. That should not exist. I haven't heard Ram Ranch in years.
Jones barbecue foot massage. Jones barbecue foot massage. I'm pretty drunk right now.
I like how it just said, I'm pretty drunk right now. Go to DM and listen. I will. I just don't want to use up the rest of my stream time. This is probably going to be, not my last day, but the next day will be the last day.
Oh no!
And then afterwards, I'm gonna jump in VC. So I will be in VC for at least a few minutes. I hate going to bed with energy left. I really do. But I don't feel like I have enough time to really go to the mines. Cheese. The potato. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 potato. Perfect positioning. On the same level as Joe's barbecue, but cursed. Oh, okay, okay. Want to hear the reaction? All right, all right. I'll make sure to. I'll get in VC before I watch it. Probably after stream. I'm definitely gonna go grab another water though, because I've been out of water for a minute. All this basil I'm keeping because I know it's used in like 2 recipes. But yeah, modding your Stardew is super easy. The Stardew modding API installs itself. It'll make the world's latest dinner. Leave an alert. Nice to meet you. Have a great rest of your stream. Aww! Thank you, Bridget Bolts. Have a great rest of your night and have a great dinner. It's a what the fuck is wrong with people moment? I see. Yeah, those are pretty common these days. I guess I need to get another scarecrow over here. Yeah, after stream I'm gonna go grab a water before I get into voice chat. We've always suggested to me, like, why don't you hang out in voice chat after stream? But, you know, typically it's just like, me and Zed and maybe Mason hanging out. Oh, why would someone do this moment as well? Oh, there's plenty of those on the internet. That does not narrow it down. Streaming's hard. Yeah? 2 things. 1, The Simpsons. 2, Dragon Force. I feel like my reaction is gonna be like Mr. Horse from Ren and Stimpy. Just gonna be like, No, sir, I don't think I like that at all. How many freaking colors of blue jazz are there? My goodness. A new episode of Charlie the Unicorn and Salad Fingers? Really? I think that Charlie the Unicorn would give me a headache these days. I know it's funny and everything, but it's just... the voices were so high-pitched, and... those noises kind of, like, make me migraine-y. In my old age. Become an old fuddy-duddy. You darn kids, get off my lawn! With Salad Fingers. Salad Fingers at times, I mean, I say at times, but really the entire thing, it's just straight messed up. Like, really, really messed up. It is entertaining somehow, but there's nothing I can think, there's no way I can think of to make it not messed up when it comes to Salad Fingers. Oh, Zed thinks it's funny. Must be pretty funny then. Had to turn the speed down to normal for it to be audible. Claire's always busy. What has time to grow? Guess I can do... I kind of want to do more blue jazz, to be honest. I just really like them. I know the problem is they're not making me any immediate money because I have to dry them before. I don't have to, but I'm drying them before I sell them. Same with the buckwheat. If I'm not selling it, I'll sell. The basil too, because I suppose I'll just do some more parsnips, to be honest. Like 96. $20,000 for an upgraded coupe. That seems like so much. Planted, I'll probably... Wait, it's Friday, so I can go see Krobus, can't I? Or is Krobus there every day? I'm not sure. I can check on the special shop. The traveling cart. Ooh, woo. I love those little eggs. Yeah, Starlight's playing Crystal Clear and actually stumbled upon like some additional plot that they put in. Ready? You know you... Oh boy. I'm not sure if I'm ready, to be honest. But yeah, they added some additional content, and there's this guy, it's like, he's a cowboy. His Pokemon is a shiny Rapidash. Oh. Stardew Ghost. His Pokemon is a shiny Rapidash. And his name is Noke. It's like Professor Oak, but there's just an N in the front of it. It's Professor Noke. Because he's not Oak. And I thought that was so cute.
No drama, llama.
No drama, llama. You're covering up my face. Aww. Let me go to the cart. Merchant cart. Oh, coffee beans keep producing? Hells yeah. I'm gonna be able to make bank on that. Oh my god, my face is covered. Alright, here we go, here we go. What do you got? This guy sucks. I mean, the rare seed is right? Get a rare seed. I suppose I'll go to the forest too. Haven't been there in a while, and I know I need a lot more hardwood for stuff.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Is that the reaction
no!
you expect me to have?
No! No!
Very much. I'm not gonna scream. It's gonna end up being a challenge, like find a video that makes Arya scream. I mean, heck, if you guys want to do that, as long as it's all stuff that's allowed to be played on Twitch, there can be, you know, like just chatting where you guys show me videos. A lot of people do that, I think. But the donut! Ah! It's a little too high up, though. I wish it was transparent. Like, I wish the hole was transparent so I could peek at you through the donut hole. Then I would just be like, oh, peekaboo. Right. Back on the farm. I don't know how to get in there. Lock it over there. I'm really getting, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, huh, I wonder what it's gonna be. Made mod. Look vids before it's not too bad. Ah. Yeah. Okay. As long as Zed tells me it's not too bad. Gotta get that wood. I'm about to use 500 of it once I get enough gold. Little on the net left to damage. Yeah. You have some things. When I was growing up, like in, when I was a teenager, shock images and shock sites were very popular on the internet. So yeah, I've seen some things too. And some things that, like, I genuinely never wanted to see. Splitting thoughts to missing words. Okay. I get it. Yeah, shock images were really common. I even spent, some time on, I don't even know if I can say the word, given what recently happened. The infamous hacker.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
The infamous hacker Fortunes. I'm saying it that way so hopefully Twitch doesn't ban me for mentioning that after they did the thing that they did. Someone's gonna be like, oh, what did they do? And then I'll just say it and actually then get in trouble anyways. I have enough slime? Oh, I do, I have enough slime! What else do I need? Oh. What was I trying to get slime for, then? Maybe it's... this, yeah! There's mushrooms and teas and kombucha. Nice. Get that get that kombucha. I'm gonna put it here for now. Or maybe here actually. I'll pop some mushrooms in there. Will these purple mushrooms turn into kombucha? I wonder. They will. Oh goodness. Slurping the soup. One more thing and your bits are perfect. Your bits? Oh, you're trying to get 69 bits. Sell this stuff. I guess I didn't get to go to the mine. I can go to the core real quick. Oh boy, Mama M! Good morning, Mama M. How are you doing today? Worry time. Hello. I am about to stop soon. I have like a few minutes left. I'll find somebody to raid into as well. If anybody has any suggestions that they would like me to raid into, feel free to let me know. Yeah, I don't know anybody that's on right now. Guess I'll let the tree over here so I can get more wood. That Miku Chug Jug does slap, though. Bus stop. I think these trees, yeah, these can be chopped down, true. But they grow really, like, they grow in the same spot, I think. Grow a lot faster. You can only redeem in lots of 100? Really? Oh, so you keep the 69. I see. So silly, Zed. Put away. Right. That, I'm gonna get to my ending soon screen. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I am gonna go find someone to raid. I would appreciate it if you stick around for the raid. It's just nice to kind of build a community with other streamers. Find someone else playing Stardew. Levani's on? Oh yeah? I don't see them being on, but I'll look. Oh yeah, okay, they are. Oh, Valorant. Valorant's kind of hype after a Stardew chill stream. You guys down to read into someone playing Valorant? Time to get back. 19 ping. Oh my goodness, they live right next to the server. All right, let's go. Let's go say hi to Levani. Wish them a good stream, and everyone else, have a good rest of your night. I do want to, just before I head out,
We don't need smoke.
I'm gonna drop these links. I didn't see my Nightbot post my spiel in the middle of my stream. I'm very sad. Nightbot was being a lazy boy. But yeah, let's go ahead. Read Bonnie. And we'll head on over there and say hi. Thank you so much for sticking around, everyone. You can catch me again in around like not quite 12 hours, maybe like 10-ish hours. Should be doing like I think like 3:30, like 3 to 5 actually. So around 12 hours. But yeah, let's head over to Levani.